Life. It's a journey riddled with trials, unexpected, relentless, and often overwhelming. We face heartbreak, loss, rejection, fear. But amidst the chaos, there's one undeniable truth. We are not alone. The one who created the heavens and the earth has never left us. His guidance shines through the darkest nights, illuminating paths we never knew existed. Today we're delving into stories that will ignite your heart, awaken your soul, and challenge your perception of trust. These are not just tales of the past, but living lessons of unwavering faith in Allah. So buckle up, it's time to embrace the extraordinary, step into the unknown, and find strength in the timeless wisdom of the prophets. Imagine standing at the edge of the Red Sea with an army chasing you. No boats, no bridges, just endless water. What would you do? Would you panic, or trust the one who controls the sea itself? Today, we're diving into the extraordinary stories of the prophets, revealing the unshakable trust they placed in Allah, and how it transformed their lives forever. By the end of this video, you'll see why trusting Allah is the ultimate solution to life's toughest challenges. Stay with me. You won't want to miss the final story. Pattern interrupt, suddenly cheerful tone. Also, quick question, when was the last time you trusted Google Maps blindly, but hesitated to trust Allah's plan? Let's talk about that. Life is hard. We face rejection, heartbreak, financial struggles, illness, you name it. The first reaction? Fear, anxiety. Why me? But here's the thing, you're not alone. Even the greatest individuals in history, the prophets, faced seemingly impossible odds. The difference? They didn't crumble under pressure. They trusted Allah. Cliffhanger. Let's start with one of the most gripping moments in history. Prophet Musa, AS, at the Red Sea. Picture this. The children of Israel are fleeing Pharaoh. Behind them, chariots rumble closer. In front? A vast sea, impossible to cross. Panic spreads and someone screams, "We're doomed." But what does Prophet Musa, AS, do? He says, "Indeed, my Lord is with me. He will guide me." Quran 26:62. Suddenly, Allah commands Musa to strike the sea with his staff, and boom, the water splits into towering walls, creating a path of escape. Fear turned to awe in moments. Why? Because Musa trusted Allah when it seemed impossible. Transition question. Now, what about when the test isn't as dramatic as a sea splitting but feels just as overwhelming? Fast forward to Prophet Ibrahim, AS. He's tied up, surrounded by an angry crowd, and hurled into a blazing fire. No water, no escape, just fire. But instead of panicking, he says, "Allah is sufficient for me, and He is the best disposer of affairs." Sahih Bukhari. And then Allah commands the fire, "Be coolness and safety for Ibrahim." Quran 21:69. Flames that should have consumed him turned into his shelter. The lesson? Trust Allah even when all odds are against you. Humorous comment. Now, imagine if someone said, "Don't worry, the fire won't burn you." Would you still trust them, or would you scream, "Get me out of here"? Yeah. Let's talk about isolation. Prophet Yunus, AS, found himself in a place no human had been before, inside the belly of a whale, pitch darkness, crushing depths, no one to call. What did he do? He turned to Allah, saying, "There is no deity except you. Exalted are you. Indeed, I have been of the wrongdoers." Quran 21:87. His sincere dua pierced through the layers of darkness, and Allah rescued him. What's the takeaway? No matter how deep your despair, Allah hears you. Cliffhanger. Still think your problem is too big for Allah? Let's move to the final story. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, faced assassination attempts, betrayal, and exile. One such moment, he and Abu Bakr, R.A., hid in a cave with enemies just outside. Abu Bakr whispered, "If they look down, they'll see us." But the Prophet calmly replied, "Do not be sad. Indeed, Allah is with us." Quran 9:40. And then Allah sent a spider to weave a web, fooling their pursuers. A spider, proof that Allah uses even the smallest means to protect his believers. Trust him, and he will always find a way. Transition question. So, do you see the pattern here? Trust isn't passive, it's active faith, no matter how dire the situation. So what's the common thread in these stories? Trusting Allah isn't about expecting immediate answers. It's about believing in the wisdom of his timing. Life will challenge you, but when you place your trust in Allah, even the impossible becomes possible. Pattern interrupt. Remember earlier when I asked about trusting Google Maps? It might reroute you, but Allah's plan never gets it wrong. Call to action. Feeling inspired? Start small. Say, Hasbunallahu wa ni'mal wakil when you feel overwhelmed. It means Allah is sufficient for us, and He is the best disposer of affairs. Write it down. Say it daily. Watch your trust grow. Cliffhanger. And before you leave, there's one more story I want to share, but you'll have to subscribe for that. Trust me, it's worth it. End screen suggestions. Watch more inspiring Islamic stories. Learn how to strengthen your faith in 5 minutes. This script uses emotional storytelling, cliffhangers, and engaging transitions to keep your audience hooked while providing actionable insights. Let me know if you'd like further refinements.